it. We see a whole bunch of contrarians and naysayers and a whole bunch of not just skeptics but cynics. See, a healthy dose of skepticism never hurt anybody. In fact, questioning everything is exactly how we improve as a nation, to ensure that what we think is actually the right course of action. Some could call it second guessing, others would call it checking your work. And look, it's not perfect, all right? When I was on the math team, I could tell you on many occasions, there were times where I would be at a math contest, right? And for those of you who aren't sure or have never been through it, here's how math contests work, right? First, before the contest, in the weeks leading up, we're doing practice exams, practice tests to understand these various, to demonstrate that we have an understanding of these different aspects of math. Whatever it is, if we're doing algebra, geometry, whatever, we're going to be taking these practice tests to ensure that we know what we're doing. On the day of the test, like any test, you get a list of questions. You got to answer them correctly, which demonstrates your ability to understand the concepts. There have been plenty of times, damn near every time, where I actually had the correct answer at first, and then I went to go double check, and then I thought I spotted an error in my reasoning, made the correction, and then realized, oh shit, I had it right the first time. And I got the answer wrong because I double checked it and actually made an error by making a correction. That's going to happen. Because progress is not linear. Progress is not just something that just is a straight line and we just continue to improve. Because there are always going to be unintended consequences from innovating. There's always going to be some kind of a drawback. There's always going to be some malevolent individual that's going to take some innovation and use it for nefarious purposes. That's always been the case throughout history. We've seen all these different situations where science was used for horrible things, right? Such as the Tuskegee experiments, where they sterilized people for pretty much the sake of it, to see if they could. Then there's, of course, the Nazi experiments and all the human fucking crimes, the crimes against humanity that were performed during that. And then, of course, many other situations that have occurred through history. Science is not perfect. That's why, as people, we need to be constantly engaged in discussions concerning ethics and morality. But by having a mentality that is in tune with reality as it is, we can have more constructive conversations about the best courses of action moving henceforth. But by saying, well, it says in Genesis chapter 17, it says in the Quran chapter 7 verse 12, some fucking bullshit, how exactly does that help us? When they can't demonstrate that any of that is even true to begin with. Are y'all still here or what? Because I ain't been seeing no comments. It shows me there's only 2 people here. I don't see nobody saying nothing. Is it doing that shit again? Because I don't know. Where y'all at? Where'd y'all go? I don't see no comments. So it must be that bullshit again. It must be. I'm not seeing nothing and nobody. Damn. I don't see nobody. Not a single comment.